They screaming peace when there ain't no peace. Israel prophesying in the streets. Look at me, the center of attention. Black Messiah, coming with a vengeance. Coming with a vengeance.
Alright, what holy means? Give me holy. I'm going to show you what holy means according to this Bible, right? Because notice we're going to come straight up out of the Bible. Because, hey, what I say means nothing. I'm going to speak the words of God. All right, read that.
The book of Romans, chapter 7 and verse 12. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just, and good.
The laws of God is what's holy. The laws of God is what separates us from everything that's going on into society today, right? While the world out there buying and selling and doing their own thing and cooking and all that on the Lord's Sabbath day, we not doing that. We keeping the laws of God. Because the Lord said that we're supposed to come together on this day and keep this day, right? Read it again.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
You hear that? He said, bro, you listening? He said 6 days, right? We supposed to labor and do all our work. He gave us 6 days to do the things that we need to do to take care of our business, right? But read.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
But the seventh day, that's the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. This day is supposed to be separate from all the other days, right? When you get up and go to work. Right. Right. Right, we're supposed to be doing all that, right? This day is supposed to be separate from all other days, right? So how do we separate this day from all other days? I see you know a little bit. How we do that? How you doing, sis? What's your name? Jasmine. How you doing, Jasmine?
Keeping the law of God to come together and
Okay. Give me Psalms 30. Give me Exodus 35 and 3. I'm gonna show you how we keep this day holy. So what we're doing, since we're going over the Sabbath day, right? So what's the Sabbath day? What you think the Sabbath day is? You don't know, right? That's good, but that's why we out here to show our people what it is, right? The Sabbath day, right? We're supposed to keep it from Friday sundown until Saturday sundown, right? A lot of our people like to go to church on Sundays and all that, but that's not the Sabbath day according to the Bible. All right, read that.
Exodus chapter 35 and verse 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
On the Sabbath day, we're not supposed to be kindling any fire on the Lord's Sabbath day. Meaning what? We're not supposed to be cooking on the Lord's Sabbath day, right? This day is not supposed to be like every other day. This is a holy day. This day is supposed to be separate from all other days. Now, how do we prepare our meals, right, if we can't cook on the Lord's Sabbath day, right? But he got the answer to everything. All that, you're right. Sandwiches, salads, all them type of things, right? All that, right? Peanut butter sandwiches, everything, right? All them things that you can think of that we ain't got to cook. Those are the things that we can prepare. But read.
Exodus chapter 16 and verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord hath said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which you will bake today, and sieve that you will sieve, and that which remaineth over, lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
Yeah, what he said? So he said you're supposed to cook or prepare what you need to prepare the day before, right? And then leave you some over to hold you over until the Sabbath day is over with. Cook the day before, so it's right. Right? Give me Nehemiah 10:31. So what we going on? We're showing you how to keep the Sabbath day holy, right? We ain't supposed to be working on the Lord's Sabbath day. No cooking on the Lord's Sabbath day. None of those things, right? Because he gave us 6 days to do all our labors and do all our work. This is the thing that keep us at the bottom as a people. Because we don't know these things, because we haven't been taught the right things. Because I was once in everybody else's shoes doing my own thing. But once I found out I was doing it wrong, I had to correct myself. All right, read that.
Nehemiah chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals,
right? Food and clothing and things like that, right? Read.
On the Sabbath day to sell, that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
You're not supposed to be doing what on the Lord's Sabbath day?
Buy it of them on the Sabbath.
You're not supposed to be buying and selling on the Lord's Sabbath day, right? This day is not supposed to be like every other day. This day is supposed to be separate from all other days. The Lord said that thing is evil according to God. Give me Nehemiah 13:15. Nehemiah chapter 13 verse 15. Let's show you that. Right? The Lord said that thing was evil. Read.
Nehemiah chapter 13 and verse 15. In those days saw I in Judah some treading wine presses on the Sabbath, and bringing in sheaves and lading asses, as also wine, grapes, and figs, and all manner of burdens, which they brought into Jerusalem on the Sabbath day. And I testified against them.
He did what?
Testified against them.
See what he did? He came out there, he testified against them, just like we doing now, right? Breaking the Lord's Sabbath day. Tell them, hey, that's wrong. We ain't supposed to be doing that. We're not supposed to be buying and selling on the Lord's Sabbath day. That thing is evil according to God, and that's why we at the bottom of society today. Because we don't want to keep the laws of God, right? Blinded, right? We still moving in blindness, just like we was going through these curses. That's why these curses happen to us, because we don't want to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of God. How do we get over here to the shores of America? I'm gonna ask both of y'all there. How do we get over here? By our vote, right? We sold, right? But did you know that we can read that right out of the Bible? We can read it straight up out of the Bible. I'm reading out of the King James Bible. Right out of the Bible, right? Right out of the Bible that sit on our grandmama's dresser that collect us. You don't really trust the Bible? Why not? Why? Give me Revelation 13 and 10. Why don't you trust? You think man wrote the Bible? It's the King James Version's Bible. They read it too. But they ain't properly interpreting this Bible. Because if you feel like man wrote this Bible, then why would they put this in this Bible, right? If I wrote this Bible, would I put this in the Bible? Read.
Revelations chapter 13 and verse 10. He that leadeth into verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Man have an ear, so let him hear, right? Read.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Would a man put his own demise in the Bible? Huh? Who led who into captivity? Who put who into slavery? Huh? Who put the black people in slavery? The white people, right? Which call themselves the Europeans. They put us into slavery, right? Why would he write this in a book? He wouldn't put that up in no book. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. Why do you think it's up in these books, right? You got prophecies that have came true that's written up in this book. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
You hear what the Lord telling these people, right? He said, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt again. Right. How do we get into Egypt the first time? We walked, right? We walked into Egypt the first time. But the Lord said, you got to listen to what he's saying. Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He's telling these people, right? I'm going to bring you back into Egypt again, right? That word Egypt means something. Because the first time they went into Egypt, they walked into Egypt, right? But let's see what he's saying. Read that. The Bible is like its own dictionary, right? It tells you to read it precept upon precept to get the understanding of the Bible, all right? So we ain't like up in the Christian church, we just going to read it straight through like a novel. No. We're going to go precept upon precept to get the understanding of it. All right, read.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
What did he call Egypt? House of bondage, right? What's another word for bondage? Captive or slavery, right? That's what it means. When you bondage is something, right? You're in slavery, right? Right? Go back to that Deuteronomy 28.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So I'm going to bring you back into bondage again, all right? But this bondage is going to be something specific, or captivity. Read.
With ships.
Said with what?
With ships.
What people came over here by the way of ships? Because we sure didn't come over here on our own, all right? We didn't swim over here. So what people came over here by the way with ships? We came over here by the way with ships, right? We was on them cargo slave ships, right? Let's finish it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
As Moses was speaking it, right? They didn't believe it. But it did happen in history, right? Because it happens, because we can prove that thing in history that it happened. It happened to us as a people. As Moses was speaking it, so it was going to happen, and it happened. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Well, we weren't going to see no more again. When we get on them slave ships, right? You weren't gonna see your homeland no more again, right? When they take you to the shores of Europe, right? You weren't gonna see your homeland no more again. When you came over here to the shores of Americas, we weren't gonna see our homelands no more again. When they took us throughout all the Caribbeans and all them Caribbean islands, right? Throughout the four corners of the earth, we weren't gonna see our homeland no more again. Right? We still here today, right? Because we broke the law, statutes, and commandments of God. Those things happen to us as a people, right? Read that.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemy.
So you gonna be what?
Sold unto your enemy.
What people you know was sold into another people? We were sold into another people. That happened to us, right? Sold on auction. But look at them pictures. We were sold, right? Down there, downtown on Auction Street. Being sold for all types of things. Wines, giving our girls. We gonna get that too. Giving our children for wine and all of that, right? Read.
For bond men.
For slave men, right? Read.
And bond women.
And bond women. The women and the children was right there being sold right with us, right? We were sold on them auction blocks. We came over here on them slave ships and were sold as slaves. We reading that where? Right up out of the Bible, right? Read on.
And no man shall buy you.
No man was going to be able to redeem us up out of this captivity. Because why? Because the Lord had his hand on us. Because we didn't want to obey God, right? You got all these people that tried to come and rise up for us, right? You read back, you go back in history, the Malcolm X's, the Martin Luther Kings, right? All the Marcus Garveys and all of them tried to do something for their people. Why? But what happened? Right? We still here today. Why? Because the Lord said, my people still ain't obeyed me yet. My people still don't want to obey God, so therefore we're going to continue to go through these things until we learn to obey God. Right? Give me 46. Start at verse 40. All these things we read in the curses, right? These things are what happened to these particular group of people, and they fit who? They fit us as a people. Right? Read on.
Verse 46. Verse 40. Verse 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity.
When he said that we were going to have sons and daughters, we weren't going to be able to enjoy our children. Why? Because our children was going to go into captivity, right? Your children, your child, your daughter and sons and all that will be sold into another place. Never see your children again. That stuff happened to us as a people. They ain't happened to no other race of people. And what we proving? We proving that these things happen to us as a people, and we are the children of God, right? We are the Israelites according to the Bible. These things happen to us as a people, not no other nations. The only people that's over in Israel today calling themselves Jews, they ain't the real Jews. They imposters. Y'all are the real Jews according to the Bible. Y'all are. Y'all are the God's chosen people. Y'all, hey, look at this sign. Look at this sign over here. Oh, y'all, come on over here. Look at this sign. What would you say who you descend from, right? Like they say that my father, right, is an American black. So I would come from the tribe of Judah. Right? So what tribe did you say that you from? Judah, right? What you say? What you say, bro? All everybody Judah, right? All of us Judah, right? Christ come from that same tribe. You got the blood of Christ pumping through you right now. Give me Hebrews 7:14. Right? All of these are the tribes of Israel. All these are the tribes. Look at these signs right here. This side right here, these are the God-given names, right? But when they conquered us into slavery, they changed our names. Told us, you American black. You're going to be Ephraim, right? You're going to be Manasseh, right? You're going to be this and that. But we all the same nation. We all the same people, right? Read that.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 7 and verse 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Said what?
It is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Christ come from that same tribe, right? If Christ was walking the earth today, they'll be calling him an American black, right? Christ sprang right out of that tribe, the tribe of Judah, who are the blacks according to this Bible, right? That's us, right? Give me Jeremiah. Give me Jeremiah. Right? They don't teach us these things in church because they don't want you to know how great you are. They don't want you to know that you are the Israelites. They don't want you to know that you're great, you God-chosen people.
That's right.
Because everybody ain't God-chosen people. Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
You said what color the Jews are? Read it again.
They are black unto the ground.
What color is the ground? Because when you dig up into the ground, right, what you get? Different shades of brown, right? Let you know that the Jews are what? are brown, black people, right? We are the real Jews according to the Bible. Give me King Solomon. Give me King Solomon. Y'all know about King Solomon? King Solomon is one of the wisest kings that ever walked the face of this earth. And we're going to show you, because the Bible mentions something about his color. All these men up in the Bible are black, dark-skinned people, right? They just don't teach us these things in church. Read.
Song of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 1. The Song of Songs, which is Solomon.
And you know who wrote this? Jump down to 5.
Verse 5. I am black.
Said he what?
I am black, but comely.
What Solomon said? He said, I'm black and I'm beautiful. Because that's what comely means. Beautiful, right? He said, I'm black and I'm beautiful. Read.
All ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar.
It's the tents of Kedar. Because when you look up Kedar, right, he was one of the, when you read about him in Genesis or whatever, Kedar means dark skin. So Solomon telling you that he's a dark skinned man, right? Let you know that he's a black man according to the Bible, right? Christ is a black man according to the Bible. A lot of people may know that he's black, but a lot of people still have it in their mind. They still got this in their mind though, right? That's the image that they pushing, right? All right, no idols, right? That's the image that the white man pushing, right? But we're going to read it right up out of the Bible. Read that.
The book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Revelations, the revealing, right? Because revelations means to reveal, right? The revealing of Jesus Christ, right? Read.
Which God gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. Verse 13, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man.
He said in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, right? In the midst of the menorah, he see one like the Son of Man, right? Read.
Clothed with a garment down to the foot.
Clothed with a garment just like you see us wearing, right? Clothed with the garment down unto the foot. Read.
And girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
He had a golden girdle around it. We don't got gold because I can't afford gold. But he had a golden girdle around, right? Read.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
We said that his head, right? The hair on his head and the hair on his face. It was white like wool, right? Right? That's what it sure don't fit him do it. Right? You know that's the lie. Right? We ain't saying that that's what he looked like, but we giving you a depiction of what he may look like. Right? Read.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes was a flame of fire. Why y'all think his eyes was a flame of fire? Why you think that? Were they on fire? Huh? It got to mean something, right? What happens when a black man drinks wine or drink alcohol, right? His eyes turn red, right? We proving that he's a black man according to the Bible. Because when you read in Genesis 49 and 11, that's the prophecy, right? That his eyes was going to be red with wine. Right? Read on.
Oh, you want that? Oh. And his feet like unto fine brass.
He said that his feet was like unto fine brass. What color is brass? Brown. Brown, right? Right? It said brown, right? All right, let's see what it say. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
What it said is if it burned in the furnace. When something is burned, it's what? When you're cooking popcorn and you burn it, what color does it turn? Real black. Let you know that he was a very dark-skinned man. All right? Read.
And his voice as the sound of many waters.
His voice was at the sound of many waters. Because TV like to tell you that Christ spoke all soft or whatever, right? No, he spoke with authority, right? He came out here to the streets and teaching just like we was teaching and speaking with authority, trying to get the people to repent, right? That's what we are here for, to get our people to repent. Showing our people that you are the Israelites according to the Bible.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.